Hello and welcome to TTV News forecasts on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television with some latest event in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of August 18, Chairman of TayNinhTV Province People Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc chaired the July regular meeting of the provincial government to review socio-economic development in the first 7 months of 2025 and set key tasks for August. The meeting includes vice chairmen and leaders of provincial departments and agencies.
In the first 7 months of 2025, TayNinhTV province achieved positive socio-economic results in most areas. Agriculture was carefully managed, with a stable disease control and high-quality rice making up 77% of the total production. Dragon fruit and lemon output increased also, and aquaculture grew by 14.4%. The business production in July rose sharply, and investment promotion became more effective, attracting both domestic and foreign investment. State budget revenue reached over 32 trillion Vietnam dong and meeting about 86% of targets. The cultural activities and festival were successful, creating a joyful atmosphere. Security and social order remain stable. However, challenges remain, including the administrative coordination issues, incomplete infrastructure, slow public investment disbursement, market difficulties for some businesses, and ongoing disease risks. Chairman of TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc urged all sectors to cooperate closely, address problems quickly, and focus on removing obstacles to ensure the strong progress in the coming months toward achieving the province's goals.
According to TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee, industrial production saw strong growth in the first 7 months of 2025, with the Industrial Production Index (IIP) increasing by over 15% year-on-year.
In July alone, the IIP rose more than 11% compared to the same month in 2024, in which mining dropped by 13.3%, manufacturing rose over 12%, electricity, gas, steam, and air conditioning supply fell by 6.3%, water supply, waste and wastewater management declined by nearly 3.5%. Overall, the IIP for the first 7 months of 2025 rose more than 15% compared to the same period last year. To maintain growth, the province has directed relevant departments to closely coordinate, rapidly address business difficulties, and support continued economic development in line with 2025 targets.
Along with other sectors, the aquaculture industry is developing strongly, achieving encouraging results in the first 7 months of this year. In July alone, the province harvested over 1,340 hectares of aquaculture with a production of more than 8,000 tons and showing the clear productivity gains for the local farmers. From beginning of the year until now, the total commercial aquaculture area has reached nearly 6,520 hectares and up to 3.5% compared to the same period last year. Notably, the harvested area totaled nearly 4,900 hectares, with a production exceeding 93,600 tons, an increase of 14.4%. And these figures highlight the great potential of the local aquaculture sector and its important contribution to the province's overall economic growth.
Ladies and gentlemen, together with the rest of the country, TayNinhTV Province is honored to have 3 projects selected to commence simultaneously in celebrations of the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and the National Days of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, September 2nd, 1945, September 2nd, 2025. These are all key projects expected to create new momentum in attracting investment and promoting socio-economic development.
Tân Trụ district now split into the three communes of Tân Trụ, Vàm Cỏ, and Nhật Tảo, despite having relatively favorable conditions, has struggled to develop due to limited transportation connectivity. After nearly 2 terms of prioritizing the investment budget to construct Provincial Road A27E as a key development initiative, the road construction for bridges along Provincial Road A27E is now fully prepared for groundbreaking. This is a highly anticipated project of TayNinhTV province as it connects to Ho Chi Minh City, the former Tiền Giang province, and after the merger to Đông Tháp province. It opens up development space for downstream commutes of Tây Ninh, specifically the areas of Cần Duộc, Cần Đước, Tân Trụ, and Châu Thành. Most importantly, it will connect the two banks of the Vàm Cỏ Đông and Vàm Cỏ Tây rivers. This creates a very favorable condition for the development of Tân Trụ and Vàm Cỏ commutes in the near future after the road is completed. We will leverage the advantages of this new transport route to plan urban development along both rivers and expand trade and services, unlocking new development space for Tân Trụ and Vàm Cỏ. According to the Long An Project Management Board for Construction Investment, the commencement of this project will help rapidly complete the entire H27E route and open up new development potential. This is also a prioritized project of the board aimed at early completion and contributing to socio-economic growth. Provincial Road A270, also known as National Highway 50B, is a key project of the province. Right after the groundbreaking ceremony, we will focus on urging the contractors and related units to ensure fast implementation with guaranteed quality and progress, aiming to put the project into operation as soon as possible to support the province's economic development. Meanwhile, at two projects, the new Phước Vinh Tây Urban Area and Bình Hòa Nam Quan Industrial Park, dozens of vehicles and machines are being mobilized to construction sites, ensuring site leveling is completed in time for the groundbreaking ceremonies, covering nearly 1,100 hectares with a total investment of over 80 trillion Vietnam Dong. The new Phước Vinh Tây Urban Area aims to become a smart, ecological, and modern urban center of the province. As for the Bình Hòa Nam Quan Industrial Park infrastructure investment and development project, it is also receiving high expectations, promising to expand the province's industrial road area toward the south. The simultaneously groundbreaking of these three major projects in the province is a particularly significant political event, a route connecting the heroic past with the present, fueling motivation and determination for the province in particular and the whole country in general to move forward into a prosperous, civilized, and happy era. On the morning of August 18, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Head of the National Assembly Delegation Phạm Hồng Thái and Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee Phạm Tấn Hòa attended the first Party Congress 2025-2030 term at Goya. It was formed by merging Thành Phước Camille Goya Town and Gia Bình War. From 2020-2025, the Party Committee is setting 35 of 38 targets with positive economic steps, trade and services leading, along with growing handicrafts and high-tech agriculture. For 2025-2030, the goal is rapid, sustainable growth, aiming for third-class urban status. By 2030, key targets include 11 to 11.5% annual growth, 95 million Vietnam Dong average income, and over 97% health insurance coverage. Focus areas are infrastructure development and digital transformation. Vice Chairman Phạm Tấn Hòa stressed unity, innovative leadership, and putting people first. He urged developing trade, support industry, culture, education, healthcare, administrative reform, digital government, and practical action plans. The Congress announced new leadership appointments with Mr. Trịnh Ngọc Phương named Secretary of the Goya Party Committee for 2025-2030.
Missing Nguyen Đại Thi, member of Provincial Party Standing Committee and permanent vice chairwoman of the Provincial Business Council, attended and gave the guidance at the first party conference of Hào Đức Commune for the 2025-2030 term. Acknowledging the efforts and achievements of Hào Đức Party Committee in the previous term, Missing Nguyen Đại Thi urged the committee to continue building unity, implement the 4 key solutions, especially accelerating IT application and digital transformation, and effectively carry out breakthrough tasks in the clean agriculture and key projects set by the conference. The conference announced the appointment of the Party Committee, the Standing Committee, Secretary and Deputy Secretary, Inspection Committee. The Chair and Vice Chair of the Inspection Committee and Ms. Nguyễn Thị Chi was appointed as Secretary of Hậu Đức Party Committees for the 2025 to 2030. In the near term, Hậu Đức Party Committee set 12 specific targets, 7 mentors and 5 key solutions focusing on breakthroughs in the clean agriculture, high-tech farming, building the Hậu Đức agricultural band, and mobilizing resources to improve the socio-economic infrastructure for development.
With the motto Unity, Democracy, Discipline, Integration, Development, the first Party Congress of Thanh Hóa Camille for 2025-2030 was held on August 18. Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Peace Committee, attended and spoke at the event. Before merging the party committees of Thủy Tây, Thanh An, and Thanh Hóa Thảo achieved significant results. The new term sets 14 targets, including 6.15% annual economic growth, ending poverty by 2030, and all schools meeting national standards. The focus will be on administrative reform, human resource development, high-tech green agriculture, and infrastructure geotech investment. Key projects include sidewalks renovation on Hùng Vương Street and completing Thanh An Industrial Cluster. Mr. Hoàng Xuân Trang was appointed Party Secretary for 2025-2030. Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh urged unity, innovative leadership, and people-centered policies to boost progress. He emphasized updating plans to leverage post-merger strengths, promote surrender, and implement national resolutions on technology, innovation, and digital transformation.
The audience 70 years have passed, but the heroic spirit of the victory as the Battle of Mộc Hóa, August 18, 1948, still echo like a pedal hymn of the Southern Iron Land, the first to fight, the last to return. These were a heroic milestone in the resistance wars against French colonialism by the army force and people of Tân An, War Zone A, and the entire southern region.
The Mộc Hóa outpost was located on the summit of Bắc Chinh Hill in the World War Kiến Tường Town, the formerly part of Long An Province, now Kiến Tường Western Province. At that time, it was a key French stronghold on the Vietnam-Cambodia border and threatening the Đồng Tháp 10 base from the north and hindering communication between the eastern and the western subzones. On the night of August 16 of 1948, our army and the people launched an attack, marking the start of the historic Mộc Hóa battle using the tactic of attacking the fort, striking the reinforcements. The victory at Mộc Hóa was the first great achievement of the heroic of the 307th Battalion and a signing milestone in the fight against French colonialism by the brave people and soldiers of Đồng Tháp 10. Inheriting and promoting this revolutionary tradition, the party, the government, and the people of Kiến Tường have made great efforts in recent years to overcome the difficulties and challenges and achieving significant accomplishments across many sectors. For the upcoming period, Kiến Tường World has identified 13 development targets and 2 breakthrough programs and 2 key initiatives. Our breakthrough programs and the key projects aim to expand the development space and regional linkages, positioning Kiến Tường as the central urban hub of Đồng Tháp 10, and we closely follow the draft documents of the TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee for the 2025 to 2030 term to ensure the meet and the sits on the set targets. And in keeping with the tradition of remembering the source while drinking water, Kiến Tường Youth will continue implementing community projects and initiatives to contribute to the economic, cultural, and social development of our hometown and fulfilling the goals set by the party's resolutions. The landmarks once tied to the history of Mộc Hóa battle have now been transformed with a new modern look. And since becoming a new rural commune, we have received significant infrastructure investment from the party and the state, including the paved roads, bridges, and nationally standardized school. Since then, our quality of life has been greatly improved, and we lack nothing. Most importantly, our children can now attend school properly. Our development strategy focuses on the two growth areas. Firstly, by 2030, we aim to meet all national criteria for the new style rural communes. And secondly, we'll promote high-tech rice farming in line with the national 1 million hectares of low-emission rice programs. We will also strengthen cultural and social development in tandem with the economy, and especially social welfare support for the people with meritorious service and policy families to build the public trust in our commune's development. And from 1948 to 2005, 77 years have passed, but the heroic spirit of Mokwa victory remains deeply imprinted in the heart of the people today. Proud of their homeland's legacy, the local party, government, and the residents continue to carry that spirit forward to the new heights.
Turn to other news, ladies and gentlemen. On the afternoon of August 18, TayNinhTV Provincial Economic Zone Management Board have a working session with Hoàng Cầu Long An Company Limited to review preparations for the groundbreaking ceremony of Bình Hòa Nam 1 Industrial Park infrastructure investment process.
The ceremony is scheduled for the morning of August 19 and marking one of the three key projects celebrating 80th anniversary of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam's National Day, September 2nd. Preparation, including program sweep, site layout, security and traffic plans, and decorations are basically complete and ready. Trương Thanh Liêm, head of Provincial Economic Zone Management Board, praised the Hoàng Cầu Long An's responsibility and initiative in the project implementation and ceremony preparation. He also requested close coordination among relevant units to ensure a solemn, thorough and safe event that leaves a positive impression on the business community and local residents also. Bình Hòa Nam No. 1 Industrial Park, invested by Hoàng Cầu Long An Company Limited, covers more than 322 hectares with a total investment of 3,900 billion Vietnam dong, and the project plays a vital role in the province's industrial development strategy, attracting investment, creating the jobs, and promoting sustainable economic growth.
Regarding the 2025 summer-autumn rice harvest, many rice fields in Dong Tháp Mười remain unharvested and face risk from rising flood waters. According to the Department of Agriculture, farmers have harvested nearly 97,000 hectares, over 60% of the total area. The rest are in the flowering and ripening stage, expected to be harvested by early September. However, more than 1,900 hectares are at risk due to floods. The agricultural sector has instructed localities to closely monitor weather, regularly check dikes, and guide farmers to protect remaining crops, especially in low-lying, flood-prone areas.
The audience speaking at the ceremony commemorating the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People Public Security Force and the 20th anniversary of the All People National Security Protection Day have on the afternoon of August 18 by TayNinhTV Province, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, Nguyễn Văn Úc, affirmed, throughout this Goliath journey, generations of TayNinhTV police officers have truly become the steel shield and the sharp worth, protecting the party, the government, and the people.
Attending the ceremony, there were Provincial Party Secretary Nguyễn Văn Quyết, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, and Chairman of the Provincial Business Council Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, along with members of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, former provincial and police sector leaders from various periods. In recognition of the continuous efforts in building, fighting, and maturing, Chairman Nguyễn Văn Úc praised the outstanding achievements of the Provincial Police Force over the past 80 years in building a regular, elite, and modern force, contributing to the protection of the party, the government, and the people in both wartime and peacetime. I urge TayNinhTV Provincial Police to continue building a truly clean, strong, disciplined, elite, and modern force, proactively cross the border generation, maintain border security, ensure social order and safety, and resolutely fight against organized crime and high-tech crimes, leaving no room for passivity or surprise. With their glorious achievements, TayNinhTV provincial police have had nearly 50 collectors and individuals awarded or posthumously awarded the title of Hero of the People's Armed Forces, along with many others, medals, and other emulation titles. I'm very proud and happy to see that the police force has a young generation of leaders who are qualified, capable, and bold in their thinking and actions. I feel very encouraged and pleased about this. Regarding the Our People National Security Protection Movement, over the past 20 years, the province had held over 2,000 community security festivals. Notably, through the forum, police listened to the people's opinions. About 14,500 suggestions were collected, helping the police force improve its operation and build a clean, strong force. Building on 80 years of glorious tradition, Major General Vũ Như Hà, Director of the Provincial Police, affirmed the entire provincial police force determination to comprehensively innovate and improve the quality of all aspects of police work, always upholding the spirit of responsibility, sacrificing for the country, serving the people. On this occasion, TayNinhTV provincial leaders presented gifts in gratitude to Vietnamese heroic models, heroes of the People's Armed Forces, former provincial and police leaders, and relatives of heroic martyrs. Additionally, many collectors and individuals received certificates of merit from the chairman of the Provincial Police Committee and commendations from the director of TayNinhTV provincial police for their achievements in ensuring security and order.
And today, TTV News wraps up now. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next program.